Hey y'all, it's Jen for the love of Iris. Welcome to another one of our 31 days of Halloween. Today is National Card Day, so make sure to check out my blog for all kinds of specials. We are going to make this fun card for National Card Making Day. It is going to use a couple of stamp sets. It is a gatefold card and I thought it was really cute. So let's get started. This is going to be using the inked embossing technique, which I will show you how to do. So first things first, what you will need is a piece of regular cardstock, just whatever color you want. I'm using smoky slate, and it is standard 5.5 by 8.5, and we are going to score it at first score is going to be at 2 1/8, and the next score is going to be at, hold on, 6 3/8. So 2 1/8 and 6 3/8 will be your two score marks. And then when you fold them in, that will give you your gatefold card. And they should meet up in the middle. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to give you your gatefold card. Very simple. Most of us know how to make a gatefold card. So this is the technique that I want to show you. This, I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, and I am using the brick wall embossing folder. And what I'm going to do is I am going to ink up a portion of my embossing folder. Let me move this out of the way first. And I want the bricks to be more inked. So if you can see here, the smoky slate is just the lines, and the white, the whisper white, are the bricks, and I want that to be the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the ink on the part where the bricks are raised up. So there's two sides. This side here is where the bricks are raised up, so if you run your hand across it, you can feel the bricks, the long part. This side here, the bricks are pushed down, so all you feel are the lines. I don't want that part. I want this part where the bricks are raised up. So if I stick a piece of cardstock underneath here, just a random piece underneath here, okay, you'll be able to see it when I apply the Whisper White ink. And I just want white ink. Well, hello, Frankie. On just the side here. What are you doing? Have you come to help again? Okay, so once I get it pretty well inked up, and I want it to be a little splotchy because walls are not ever really perfectly shaped. Have you come to help? Are you going to say hello to everyone? Are you going to say hello to everyone? Well, hello, Franks. Well, all right. Hello. Hello, everyone. What I'm going to do now is, once he gets out of the way, come on, Franks. It's time for you to move now. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now I am going to take my inked part, and I want that part to be laid down on the card. So what I want to do is I want to lay my card basically with the piece that I want inked facing up. Does that make sense? So when I close it, the ink is going to touch on the cardstock. So I'm going to line up my fold here with the fold of my embossing folder. Can you see that? Okay, and then close my embossing folder. And then I am going to lay down make my sandwich. Okay, and I'm gonna roll it through. Okay, and that should give me, and it does, my inked up edge. See, isn't that neat? So now I need to do it again. I need to repeat that process for the other side. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my Whisper White ink again. And the second time you do it, it's much easier because there's already kind of a base. So you just need to reapply the ink to the part that is gone. And again, it's much quicker the second time. How about that? Okay, and we'll put this away. Okay, and we'll repeat this. So we're going to lay our cardstock down on the opposite side with our score line at the flush side of the embossing folder. Close that up, and then we're going to run it through our Big Shot. Oops, let me move this out a little bit. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Now that gives us a textured panel that's inked on the front of our card. And then all you do is you can run this under water to rinse off the ink, and it won't harm your embossing folder one bit. Okay, so now we've got our card base, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of cardstock that I was using just so I can reinforce my score lines, just so I don't get ink all over my hands and all over everywhere, since I already got ink on it anyway. And then that's going to give me my card base. Isn't that cool? I love it. Okay, I didn't score that very well, did I? Let me try it again. Still not doing too well, but that's all right. It'll be all right. Okay, now I have these fabulous spiderweb doilies. I got these in the clearance section just the other day. I don't know if they're still there, but I'll put a link so you can check it out and see. Aren't they lush? Look at these. Ugh, love them. So I thought maybe I'd stick one kind of down here in the side here like that. Yeah. And so I punched out a 2-inch circle in Smoky Slate and a 1 3/4-inch circle in Tangerine Tango. So let's set that aside and let that dry for a little bit while we do our stamping. I'm Here For You, and I'm going to use Hang In There because I'm going to hang a spider from it. Isn't that punny? You know me, I love to be punny. I love silly little things that make me seem 5 years old. So I am using basic black ink and Hang In There. And I want it on the Tangerine Tango as close to the bottom as I can get. So forgive me if my head gets in the camera. I think that's okay. Ha! Perfect. And let me clean this real quick because I don't want it to stain my stamp. And look, if you clean your basic black ink, even your archival ink, if you clean it off right away, it will clean up. Okay, now here's my spider. And I want him to hang, oh, I don't know, somewhere right there. Heh, perfect. Now let me take my basic black marker and I'm going to just draw his little spider web so he's actually hanging. If you want a ruler, you can do that. I'm just going to freehand it. Isn't that cool? Love it. All right, let me get my, I'm going to use Tombow for all this just because I'll have it out and it's going to be there. I mean, I'm going to need it for the web anyway, so. And I am so low on Tombow. I need to get my other one out of the drawer. Maybe I'll do that next time. Okay, glue that one down. And then I want to glue this to my spiderweb doily. And I'm not being too aggressive with the glue because I know it's going to seep out. So, and I just want enough glue on there to place it where I want it. Somewhere right there looks good. And I don't want too much glue, like I said, because I don't want it to seep out. You do not want to seal this up. So you don't want to place any glue any further than this over here because you don't want it to seal your card up. That would be unfortunate. Now let me grab my snips and go ahead and flip this over and snip the excess spider web off. And if you leave me a comment over on my blog, I will place a link to my blog. I will send you, or you can enter to win a kit to make this card. I have several of these doilies left, so I may even choose a couple people to do this kit, to win this kit. And then I thought it needed a little something, so I took my Project Life corner rounder and I rounded the top corners of this card here. But I still didn't think it was enough, so I took the, because I haven't done a kit in a while. Boy, that just came out of nowhere, didn't it? Okay, I took the crow from Cookie Cutter Halloween, and I put him, well, you know what? Let me use my Stampin' Up because sometimes on embossed stuff, it doesn't quite go through the first time, and I know I'm going to want to stamp it more than once, so here's a little trick. If you use your Stampin' Up, where do I want him? Do I want him here, 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 here? I want him there. Okay, if you take your Stampin' Up and you put it down where you want it, and position it exactly where you want it, then you can stamp it down once. Do not remove your Stampin' Up. Lift up. If it would not have stamped the way you wanted it to, you could stamp it and re-stamp it again. But it worked out okay for me, so I like that. Okay, so there's the card for today. World Card Making Day is upon us. I hope you all will build cards. Leave me a comment on this post in my blog, not in the YouTube description, okay? Leave it on my blog and enter to win a kit. I may go ahead and give several kits away since I do have a lot of these and I don't know that they're available. So let's go ahead and use these up. So leave a comment and we'll get to going on these kits, okay? I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye!